Hello everybody. How are you this evening? I am Eve with the baby's booty. And we are going to be talking about embroidery tonight, and we are going to have a race. Yes, NASCAR started back up. We need a race right here in this studio. So we're going to face off two machines. Well, that's four. Two machines, one against the other, both of them set at the same stitch speed, so there's no ifs, ands, buts, or doubts about whether or not somebody's cheating. Nobody's cheating. And we're going to see who stitches out the mask the fastest. Some of you may be like, I already know the answer to that. Well, guess what? You may be surprised, and that's the whole point in the video tonight. Meanwhile, I want to say hi and let you know that I want to welcome you to our channel. I'm Eve, and I appreciate you being here this evening. We have a lot of fun. We usually talk about embroidery, sublimation, bling, a little bit of vinyl, not too much vinyl, and any questions that you may have. We also celebrate our new equipment whenever we get it together. So we do ring the bell. So there may be a time we'll celebrate the new baby and we'll ring this bell, and it gets loud. So keep that in mind. You may have to turn your volume down. Let me make sure I'm covering everything. If you would like to join and be a part of our hoop group forums, they're free of charge, and it's listed right here at thebabiesbooty.com, as you see right here at the bottom of the screen. Hopefully you can see it pretty good against my blue dress. And also you can be a YouTube hoop group member if you would like to financially support the channel. I know right now it's tough to financially support yourself. However, if you are financially able, would like to, we are always honored and appreciated for any type of assistance that you give to the channel, because we do offer perks, and we do operate off of the expenses that are generated by that. Sorry, not expenses. We enjoy all of the donations, and we definitely put them to good use to get these videos on. That's what I was trying to say. But at any rate, so one of the things that I do like to do for the first about 10 minutes of this video, 10 to 15 minutes, is say hi to the beautiful people that have joined us this evening, because without those folks, especially the regular folks, I wouldn't have a channel. So I want to say hello to everyone. Now, keep in mind, if you did get a new baby within the last week, you have to already have it. Not that it's coming, it has to be delivered. Let us know so that we can welcome them properly with the purple bell. And if you are a YouTube hoop group member, you can ring your purple bell with me, whether it be with your icon in the chat, or if you already got your bell in the mail, you can ring it. If you didn't get your bell in the mail, I do have the bells. I've been swamped with these classes. Okay, I've been swamped with these classes. So we will be getting those bells out after the class next week. I need to focus. I need to get it together, because things have been going crazy with these classes. We've had a great time in the classes. The ones that we have already had, they were phenomenal. We had a ball. It was totally enjoyable. A couple of the classes were rescheduled. Well, one class was rescheduled, and one class has a part 2, and they're combined together, and that's this coming Wednesday. It's too late to get in those classes. If you're interested, I'm sorry. You'll have to wait till another time. But for those of you who are in those classes this coming Wednesday, you have packets that I mailed out yesterday. All right, so I'm praying that those packets get to you by Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. There's one person who I don't have an address for, so I will shoot that email out tonight. Please be on the lookout for that email. If you already sent me your address, then you shouldn't have to worry about receiving an email from me. But if you did not send me your address, look for that email, because I don't have your address. I already sent out one request for the address, but I'm gonna send out another so that I can make sure you get your package on time, all right? Or as close to on time as possible. And it's filled with goodies. Oh my God. I looked at everything I was sending and it was like, Lord Jesus, what was I thinking? Oh, what was I thinking? Because, I mean, you got vinyl, heat press vinyl. You got some pretty glittery vinyl coming in your packet. You have rhinestone supplies coming in your packet. Not only are you getting rhinestones, you're getting a tool to use with the rhinestones. You're also getting flock that you can use to cut on the cutters, because it's going to be a cutters class. You're also getting the transfer tape. You're getting a design. You're getting marine vinyl in your packet. You're also getting something to sublimate in your pack. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, child. I just lost my mind. I was putting all kinds of stuff in that packet. So be on the lookout for that. There's one thing I wanted to put in that packet, and it was a little makeup brush, because I didn't have enough like regular rhinestone brushes that I normally use for when I'm doing rhinestones. So because I did not get that brush in there, and because I love you beautiful people who are taking this class so much, you will be getting not one, but two $5 certificates to BeCreateful.com, the rhinestone website that I always refer you guys to. They're top notch with their rhinestone supplies and excellent prices on their stones. So thank you to them for helping me make sure I get those certificates out to you guys. Those will be in an email. They are virtual certificates, but they will work. They're $5. So you're getting 10 bucks, $10, y'all. I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling generous. So at any rate, be on the lookout for that. All right. So without further ado, I want to say hello to everyone, and it's been a lot of chat scrolling up, so bear with me. I have Karen Murray, hello. Mom of 12, hello. Inspiration Creations. Is Lori from Canada a regular in here? Thank you for joining us this evening. Boom Chilla and Scooby Doo is early. What's up, y'all? Hi, welcome, welcome. Catherine Minard, hello. How are you? Welcome. Leslie Ram, hello. Will is in the house. Yolanda Robles in the house. Vanessa McCorkle, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Yes, I haven't seen your name in a little bit, so thank you for joining us tonight. Sonia Osborne, hello. Elisa F, hello, my dear. How are you? Latasha is a YouTube Hoop Group member, along with Carolina Thread Place is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Marsha Jones, Leila Nelson, and Andrea Ross are YouTube Hoop Group members. Thank you guys so very much for being YouTube Hoop Group members and assisting in the support of this channel. I definitely want to thank you for that. I have Lori Campbell, Betty Ann Brown, Knick Knack Nurse. Hello, everyone. Tanya Scolark. I got a brother, SC 1900 today, ready to get started. Well, I'm ready to ring the bell, so congratulations. Yes. Holla! That's what's up. A brother SE 1900, is that 4x4 or 5x7? Let us know. And I'm super excited for you. Congratulations. Please be sure to post pictures of the projects that you're working on in the Baby's Booty forums, the Hoop Group forums. It's right here in the chat below. So definitely do that once you start getting in the groove of embroidering on your new baby. Let's see. Sonia Osborne and Miss Parker, hello. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Cold Chills 01 is here and says hello, awesome people of the internet. Hello, awesome Cold Chills. How are you? Robin Bryant, hello. How are you? Kingsbury Crafts, hello. Marsha Jones says you're going to love that SE 1900. Yes, definitely. Patricia Husky says hello, everyone. Eve, how was your class? Class was amazing. And I'm going to mention a few things about the class after I get through, about the classes, after I get through saying hi to everyone for a little bit. Leila Nelson got her Cricut Air 2, getting ready for the class. Yes, Cricut Air 2. So you made a decision. Congratulations. That Cricut is pretty cool. I love my Cricut. But we will be working with all 3 machines next week. So y'all gonna have to pray for me and pray for my sanity, because it's gonna be crazy, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. Linda Dukes, hey, how are you? Welcome. Eartha Lewis, hey, Miss Eartha Lewis from Port Allen, Louisiana. Welcome, welcome. And Boom Chilla got her big baby Friday. She got the 10 needle Brother Pro 1050. Yes! 10 needles. Congratulations. You've been waiting on that baby a long time. Have you stitched anything out yet? Let me know, because we got a lot of projects we're going to be working on in these coming weeks. Suzanne Go Grant Go, hey love, how are you? Welcome from Central Florida. Always a pleasure to have you here. Miss Debbie Kidd, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate that, and welcome to you as well. Kathy Barker from South Carolina, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Ray Fallow from Mobile, Alabama. I got to get it right. I got flustered. Betty Ann Brown, hello. Marsha Jones says hi from Philadelphia. Yas. Phyllis Resor, hello, how are you? I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. Did you have fun with the class? Somebody else is asking. Fanny McCampbell, we'll definitely get to that though. Fanny McCampbell, hello, how are you? Air fridge, air conditioning in Melbourne, Australia. Hello. This is Dominique from Cranbourne, Australia. Welcome. Thank you for joining us from down under. It is a pleasure to have you with us live tonight. Charlene Mitchell says good evening to everyone. Nancy Fowles from Iowa says hello. Let us see. Michelle Anderson, hey everyone, how is everyone doing? Got my Epson 7710 getting ready to take it out the box. Yes, 7710. We're twinning. I got a 7710 too. How cool is that? You are going to love your 7710. I absolutely love my machine. Hi, Sheila Cushenberry. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Shamira Customs, good evening to you as well. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. Oh, she got it 3 days ago. It's all right. Oh, did we ring the bell for you, Marsha Jones? Let me know. Ray Fallow says a new Cricut maker. Holla! And you know what, Marsha? Even if I didn't ring the bell, I'm gonna ring it now. Holla! Congratulations to the both of y'all. Yes. Let us see. Dexter Wilson, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate that. Let us see. So Crafty, hello, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you very much. Let us see one more down here. Dorothy Gaston from the STL in the house. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Marsha Jones asks, how do we get the package? If you were already registered and paid for the either Cutting Up with Cutters class or the Cricut crafting class with Eve, it was a part of a series of classes that we ended up doing that was supposed to take place on board the custom craft cruise that we had planned, already had booked, and the whole 9, but COVID-19 came along and ripped our cruise to shreds, which is okay. I'd rather everyone be safe and healthy. So what we decided to do, because we already had the classes set up and so many people had already registered and paid for the classes, we decided to take them virtual. So all last week we were teaching, or this past week we were teaching classes. All right, so we had a really great time. They turned out absolutely awesome. I got to be on Zoom live with several of you, got to put faces with the names and get to say hi, and we got to chit chat and have a really good time. It was a lot of fun. Each class lasted right at about 2 hours, so it was awesome. Had a good time. Most of the classes, if you paid for the classes were recorded as we were teaching the class, just like this class coming this Wednesday will be recorded as well, so that you should be able to go back and watch the class. One of my classes, however, is missing from the cloud, and I don't know why that's the case. It's the business class, one of the really most phenomenal classes, informative wise, that we had. All of them were informative, but this one was like, you better take notes, you better have your reading glasses on, and you better be paying attention. And it was a really good class to re-watch. However, I had to send in a ticket to Zoom to find out where's my dang on class. Why is it not there when I have an email that says, congratulations, your video is in the cloud? So I don't know what happened to my video. So hopefully I'll have an answer for that for those of you who wanted to re-watch that video that you paid for the class. And because of that mix up with Zoom, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to bring those videos over into YouTube, but they will be private links that only the people who paid for that class will get to see it. So that being the case, I wanted to give you that update for those of you who was in the class. So if you were not already registered, then you won't get a package, because that package was only for those that paid and joined us for that class. But there may be another opportunity. You never know. So we're viewing some possibilities of some things that we could do. But for right now, the classes are over, except for the one coming up Wednesday, and registration is closed. So hopefully the next time you'll be able to get in. Let us see. I want to make sure that everyone in here. Becky Castro is in here from Central California. She got a new dream machine. She had a sublimation printer sitting for over a year. Oh no, not a year. And you've inspired me to get it up and going again. So that's happening as I watch. Well, congratulations, Becky Castro. You enjoy your new dream machine and getting that sublimation back up and running. Congratulations. That is totally awesome. Can y'all tell that I have been packing all day? Can you tell? Can you tell I'm tired and got maybe 3 hours of sleep last night? Can you tell? I mean, you probably can see the little baggies under my eyes, but other than that, can you tell? I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it. I don't know how much longer this theme is going to run this train, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to try and keep up the pep for y'all today. Let us see. Hey, Baby Shower Place, how are you? Gotta ring these bells for all these babies. I know. Kelly C from the Florida Panhandle. Hello. I am scrolling. Hello, Yvette Sharp. Thank you for joining us for the first time. We really appreciate you being here. Shirley Stewart says I made it on time tonight. It's all right. We love having you in here. Thank you for trying to hit that mark on time. I know it can be tough. Tanya Scalark, you're welcome. This is Ashley getting her Janome memory craft tomorrow. Cannot wait. Well, make sure you let me know next week when you get it so that we can ring the bell. Hi, Debbie. Hello, love. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I definitely appreciate you being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member, as well as Miss Shirley Stewart as well. Thank you very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you. Shonda Coleman says, hello, everyone joining in from Arkansas. Welcome. Elaine Dickerson is here. Welcome. Thank you. Kelly C, I got my PE 800, Explore Air 2, and heat press ready to roll. That's a lot of bell ringing. I think, I'm gonna be able to ring the bell. 3 babies. I'm holding up 2 fingers. 3 babies. Congratulations. She got all that going on. You're gonna have some fun. Scooby-Doo said no new machines yet, but thank you God for all the machines I do have, and you got a house full of machines. I'm trying to tell you, your babies are big babies. So yes, you do have a lot, but let us know when you get the new one so we can ring the bell. It's all right. Shirley Stewart, I'm so excited. I got a new baby to celebrate. I got my new Ricoma EM 1010 on Friday and can't wait to get started using it. Well, congratulations, Shirley Stewart. See, I'm getting tired already. Congratulations. That's a big baby. Yes. All these babies in here. Man, y'all been hemmed up with this COVID and what y'all been doing to be generating all these babies now. Come on. Congratulations. And Betty Ann Brown got a brother scanning cut last week. I'll be hoarse by the time all this is over and all this bell ringing and yelling. Congratulations, y'all, and you on your brother scanning cut. Holler. Melissa Dodd says, hi all from Indy. Welcome. G Mays from Montgomery. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, Latasha says hello to you.
Hello.
He says hello. Scooby-Doo says ring the bell for Betty. Did I ring the bell for Betty? Did I not ring the bell for Betty? Where's Betty? Go back up. Make sure I ring the bell for Betty. If I didn't ring the bell for Betty, let me know so that I can make sure I ring the bell for Betty Ann Brown. I didn't ring the bell. See, even Betty, you said that. Did I ring the bell for you? Let me know, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I'm tired. I'm running on Coke Zero right now. And I want to make sure that I did it. Boom Chilla says, exciting night for all these new babies. I know that's right. There's a lot of them. Hello, Angelia Baker, Carol Coleman. Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. So Crafty, I think I said thank you already, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Contessa Harris, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Carmen Alvarado says, my husband is working on my she shed. Y'all, is it a she shed? Holler. Congratulations. Let us know when it's done, and if you don't mind, post pictures in the Hoop Group. I would love to see it. Let us see. Oh, Miss Beckham's in here. Hey, how are you? And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Welcome always. Welcome. Miss Social Deb, hello. I'm scrolling through trying to, let's see. Designs by Deshelle. Designs by Deshelle got the Epson ET 15,000 and Heat Press Nation 9x12 Black Series Swing Away Heat Press. Can't wait to start sublimating. Holla! Guys, all these babies. I'm trying to tell y'all was being bad while we was on lockdown. Hemmed up in the house doing all that crafting and generating babies. That's a trip. Pat Ash, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Bella Daisy 24 got a new Brother NQ 1600E. I'm using it as I watch. Well, Bella Daisy, congratulations on your new baby too, man. Y'all are killing it. Yes, congratulations on your baby too. Thank you for letting us know and post pictures of your work. You say you're working now. Let us see what you're working on, girl. We'd love to see it. Leslie Ram, yes, it was an awesome class. It definitely was. Linda Hurst from Louisiana, hello. Stephanie Robertson, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hey, y'all from Louisiana, I finally got my PE 800. Got it 2 weeks ago. Haven't used it yet. Still making mess, but that's okay because we can still ring the bell. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just don't know. I don't know. The bell is smoking. We don't have to let the bell calm. Oh no. Who else? Did I see something else? That is my dream machine. Oh my goodness. Y'all a trip. With my 7710, I also bought the Sublimation Inks Tanks Pro, but scared to set it. Don't be scared. Now, don't be afraid of that. It seems like it's difficult, but it really isn't. It's kind of logic in a way. Well, for me, I need to stop saying that because it can be intimidating. But the whole principle is making sure that your ink flows smoothly, no air bubbles. So try really hard not to, generate air bubbles as you're putting the ink in. If you do, it's okay. Just pour the ink in and let it sit for some hours. Tap the side of the thing a couple of times to try and get those air bubbles up and out and away from the air line down at the bottom. And then once you know, get those air bubbles settled and out of the thing, then you can use the syringe on the opposite side to pull that ink through. It seems like it's a lot, but it can be done. You know, just take your time, follow the directions, watch the directions a couple of times, and then, you know, take your time and go ahead and pull it through, and it'll work out really good for you. Diana Henderson says, hello everyone, hope you're having a good evening, great evening, she says. Yas. Let me see Kawana, hello, how are you? Welcome. Bella Daisy said, now I won't parentheses need a multi-needle. I understand, I did too. Brandis T, thank you, welcome. I appreciate you letting me know that you love the channel, and thank you for being here with us. It is a pleasure to have you here. Okay, so I see another machine. Got my Husqvarna Topaz 30. Is used, but a workhorse. Ain't nothing wrong with a used baby. We like babies even when they're used. So congratulations on your Topaz 30. Congratulations. Holler. Yas. Yvette Sharp. I just bought a Ricoma 10 needle, hoping to learn it soon. My goodness, y'all, you smoking the bell. Woo, congratulations. Oh my gosh, y'all, look, send some of that my way. Send it my way. I've been begging for a heat press. We'll see if we get to ring the bell for ourselves soon. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. I'm scrolling. I'm going past some stuff. Kim's Crafty Creation says my PE 800 came. Y'all, I'm gonna be hard. Congratulations. That PE 800 is awesome. Afro Colombian. And he'll start in trouble talking about his Mr. Booty there. Yes, Mr. Booty is here working off to the side. Shame. Avery's Creation, not too much is up, but welcome. Thank you for joining us. A little late and on the road, out of town, but wouldn't miss you even. Everyone miss one says thank you for joining us this evening. Marsha Jones, I've been watching you since you was working with the SE400 through the TV, could not speak through the TV. Then I bought so many machines from 2 sewing printers. You had them, name them, I bought them. Well, thank you for watching all this time, and thank you for finally speaking out to us, because we love having you in here, and we definitely appreciate you being a supporter of the channel for sure. A big hello to you as well from Miss Bickham over there in the chair. Brandis T says, I have oldies but goodies, a brother's SE350 and a PE750D. Are those new babies that I'm going to have to ring the bell for and yell for? Let me know. Yvette Sharp says, how do I join the group? There's a couple of ways you can do so. There hopefully will be a button down up under this window somewhere where you can click the red subscribe button, or you may have already clicked the red subscribe and it says subscribe. Well, right beside that should be a blue button that says join. Okay, that's one way to join the YouTube Hoop group, if that's the group you're asking about. Another way to join the YouTube Hoop group is in the description of this video. There is a link that you can click where you can actually join the YouTube Hoop group. If you're asking about the if you're asking about the Baby's Booty forums, the Hoop group forums, that is free. You just go to thebabiesbooty.com, and up at the top you can click Hoop group, join the Hoop group, and it should take you through the process of entering in your name and password. But right up under there, or either right up above it, it says if you're new, enroll or log in or something like that. I can't remember. But that's the steps that you would take to be able to get in. Let us see. Miss Social Deb says, I bought a new baby lock machine. Love it. Awesome. Do I need oh my gosh. But you look at the baby locks print. Oh my gosh, y'all. Regina Dickerson purchased the Janome 500 E3 weeks ago. It's bells everywhere, y'all. There's bells. I'm just gonna ring for the world. Congratulations, Miss Social Deb. Holler. And Regina, Yes! Congratulations! Look, the bell acting like it don't even want to. Y'all done wore my bell out. That's crazy. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Haven't come up yet with a name for the baby. Got a new PE 800 and heat press about 3 weeks ago. New to watching you 1 month now. First time watching live. Love watching. Well, Deanna, we gonna ring the bell for you too. Yes, babies are everywhere. Congratulations, Deanna, on your new PE 800 and heat press. Have a lot of fun. And again, if you don't mind, you can share your projects in the Hoop Group forums right here at thebabiesbooty.com. Janet Barber, good evening, everyone. Haven't been able to dial in a while. Going to join that Hoop Group tonight. Well, welcome. We would love to have you in that Hoop Group. All right, so I am going to definitely run over some information with you guys. So tonight, what we're going to do, I was mentioning this to the classes that we were in live on Zoom, and I've told you guys over the last few weeks that I've been working on making masks. I hand make them, hand pleat them rather, put them together, and then we embroider them. So they're full embroidered masks. As a matter of fact, I'll show you this one that I made for a friend and then cut the elastic. So I'm going to have to fix that. Excuse me, but this is what the mask looks like. I sublimated this on the front. All right. And this is the front. And this is the back. I just put plain fabric on the back, but it's embroidered all the way around. I absolutely love this embroidery design. And this embroidery design is free at emblibrary.com. And I believe the embroidery library link is in the description below this video, not directly to the mask, but to the website. And then they have a banner somewhere on the website that you can click that'll take you to the mask. All right. So it's a really awesome mask. It's made very sturdy. I haven't had any complaints, actually, more compliments off of this mask because they appreciate the sturdiness of how it feels and how it's made. So this is what I've been slaying and just like slaving away at these. And so far, we've completed just off of the website 63 orders, and a lot of them are multiples in those orders. Let us say welcome to Charlotte Villa. Thank you for being a new YouTube Hooter member. We get to ring the bell for that too, girl. Holler! Thank you very much for joining us here as the YouTube Hooter. Oh, I'm glad you did that. That reminds me. So I did set up the Facebook group, and it is going to be for YouTube Hoop Group members only. Okay, so I have to figure this out. I've never had a group on YouTube. I've never had a group on Facebook, so I don't know exactly how it works and all of that stuff, and how to invite certain members and certain members know, all that kind of jazz. But I need it so that I can keep up with you guys and make sure you guys have contact with me. And if I need to get you something like your bells, because once you become a YouTube Hoop Group member, you get a bell. All right. As long as I have your address and as long as I'm not overwhelmed with life and sanity. Okay. So, or waiting on them to come in from overseas, because I did have to wait on the bells. But, we definitely want to get that up and going. So I'm going to tune in to one of these youngins that know what's going on in the Facebook world and see if we can't figure that out. So I'm gonna try and get with you guys. Matter of fact, you know what? Well, no, that's not gonna work either. I wonder if there's a way. I need to find a way where you can get invited or either ask to be invited, and then I see what your YouTube name is and see that you're on the list for the Hoop Group on YouTube and let you in. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Y'all, this is it's just technology is all over I'm just now getting the hang of Zoom and kind of not really completely in with Zoom just yet. And here now I got to do Facebook. Child, I was just doing good to post pictures and emojis and what's them GIFs? Yeah. I don't know why I feel like I'm so old trying to figure this stuff out. I'm going to scan the chat really quickly and let you guys know. Sew It Pro and Embrilliance was gone. Charlotte Villa, for Sew It Pro, now I don't know about Embrilliance, but Sew It Pro, you just go back to my website where you downloaded the demo version. Download the demo version again, and then shoot me an email, thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. Okay, thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, need Sew It Pro reinstalled, or need Sew It Pro registration number, and your email address that you use to register with, and I'll send you your registration information all over again. You can reinstall it and reauthorize it with your original registration number. Or if you could look up your email, if it's in your email, if you kept the email, go into your email and do a search for Sew It Pro, and it should pull up your registration. You can just use it again, copy and paste it just like you did the first time. Okay. Let us see. Sandy bought today an ET3760 printer for $70 off at Costco. Holler! Congratulations! Awesome! Sublimation in the house. Holler! That's a good deal. Congratulations on that. Shoot, you need to ring the bell just for that. Caroline Threadplace Will says, hello, Mr. Booty. How are you? And let us see. I know it is a lot of new babies. It's a trip. Let me see. How come I'm not a Hoop Group member? I've been with you some years. Egypt Quilts. Well, you kind of gotta sign up to be a member for the YouTube group. That's not something I'm gonna tell you. Look, YouTube ain't no joke. I can't authorize anybody to be a member. That's something that strictly is up to the person. And as a matter of fact, one of the designers gave me files. Not gave me files. I bought files from the designer for the captains for last month. And the designer wanted to see the video that we made, not last month's file, the month before. She wanted to see the video that I made with the live with the captains. And I was like, sure, let me see if I can't shoot you the link. I mean, you gave me the designs. You should be, man, YouTube was like, no, she's not a YouTube Hoop Group member. She's not going to watch these videos. She's not a captain. And I was like, well, darn. Okay, YouTube, I'm not mad. We gonna keep it fair all the way across the board. So that's the only way to be. I am not in control of the memberships at all. At all. And I'm actually very happy for that, because that allows me to stay completely out of it, and it allows things to be fair. Allows things to be fair. Miss Ethel Smith, hello, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I saw somebody say congratulations to Sharice. Let me see. Did I say hey? Oh, Sharice Hoover. See, y'all start pointing these stuff out to me, y'all, because you know I be scrolling quick. Hello all, I've joined the multi-needle club with the new Bernina E16 3 weeks ago. Excited, girl. I'm excited for you too. Holla! Y'all, so this is a trip. This multi-needle thing, wasn't it cool to be able to go from single needle to multi-needle? It is a big transition. Now, I miss my single needles from time to time. I'm not kidding you, because there's a lot of simplicity in just the one needle, and you ain't got to worry about no stress and multiples and changing threads and none of that. Not switching threads is what I mean, and making sure the right needle is lined up where it's supposed to be. But I love my multi-needle machines. M Doyle Dance, ring that bell, just got a PE 800 stitching away while watching. You'll finally get to join in on the fun. Hi! Congratulations to you too. I'm gonna have to, you know what? I might need you to log in and keep track of all these babies for me, because I'm overlooking stuff. This is killing me. I am tripping. This is a lot of babies. I don't think that we've ever had this many babies. Ever. And if I miss somebody, please let me know, because I will tell y'all I will overlook something in a hot minute, because I be scrolling pretty quick. Miss Bickham says, excuse me, but I'm trying to be here and with my family on a group chat. They understand and I'm double timing them. Tell them that we all over here are very important, and they just might have to wait. I don't know. You're gonna get me blessed. Look, all of them probably gonna gang up on me now. Thank you. Cowboy fan here, gotta make this mask. Linda Hurst says, thank you, Miss Social Dev. That mask, that's crazy. Betty Ann Brown been making a lot of Saints masks. Designs by Deshelle. Can you explain the different groups, please? Okay, so the different groups on, the YouTube hoop group is basically membership here on YouTube only, which is why when you look in the chat and you see different people making comments and posting emojis in the chat, that's because they pay monthly to be a member here on YouTube of this channel, which I am deeply, eternally grateful. Y'all have no idea how grateful I am. So very, very grateful. So they get perks, and there's 3 levels to the memberships, and you get icons and badges and cool stuff like that, and you'll get to be in the Facebook YouTube hoop group on Facebook. All right, once I get it set up like it's supposed to be, I gotta figure this out. But anyways, so, and those of you who are YouTube hoop group members, if you haven't already emailed me your information for being in the YouTube hoop group on Facebook, please shoot me. I know I keep asking y'all to just go out of your way to shoot me emails all the time, but it's because if it's not in writing, I'm going to forget. And sometimes it's in writing and I still forget. But if you email it to me, I can go back through and hopefully not overlook and make sure that you get an invitation to come in. So if you send me your email address, or email me rather, whatever your Facebook email is, and your YouTube names, because your YouTube name is probably going to be very different from your Facebook name. So your YouTube name and that you're in the hoop group, just put in subject line YouTube hoop group, and we'll get you switched over or added into the Facebook. Now, there is a Baby's Booty forums, a hoop group forums, and I probably need to come up with a different name for all of this. But there is a forum on my website. It's thebabiesbooty.com. And that one is completely free, but it's forums. It's not like, you don't get any extra perks on YouTube. And that's not attached to the Facebook, because the YouTube forums is basically its own Facebook, pretty much. It's by itself. It's on my website. You can post pictures, you can talk to one another, you can put posts, show your projects that you're working on, whereas here on YouTube you can't post pictures of what you're working on in the chat. You can only chat. So that's the difference, the main differences between the two. But either way, you connect with me and we have a lot of fun. Now the forums, I have a couple of moderators who, you know, control everything and help answer questions and stuff like that. And when I have opportunity, I definitely pop in. Facebook, I'll try to be a lot more active there. Definitely will be a lot more active there, actually. But that's just a part of the hoop group, and the whole point, especially of the forums, the whole point is to bring this huge embroidery, sublimation, blinging, crafting community of folks together that like to have a good time and stay positive and upbeat. Okay, that's the whole thing with this. We don't deal with drama. We don't discuss politics and religion and None of that stuff that causes problems. If you have a project you're working on and it's political in nature or offensive with foul language or nudity or whatever, you know, just refrain from posting that type stuff. But everything else, because we want it to be family friendly, for even if somebody, because we get a lot of grandkids that watch with their grandparents and kids that watch with their parents, and I want them to feel free to help embroider too, learn embroidery, and post in the forums as well. I don't want any restrictions with that. So, you know, we just keep it really nice, simple, and pleasant. There's enough madness and meanness and hatred out there in the world. We don't want that in our forums at all. Okay, so, you know, that's how things go, and we definitely appreciate your inquisitive into the different groups. But if you're interested, either one, you can definitely find links to in the description below. So thank you, Designs by Deshelle, for asking the difference between the two. Rhonda the Writer, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hi, I'm new and love your channel. Thank you. We definitely appreciate you being new and loving our channel. Yeah, Egypt Quilt says I got different names. I don't know. It's see, and that's the thing, because the YouTube has a name, Facebook has a name, and then on the forums at the Hoop Group, usually it's just a person's name. They don't have the different names. So yeah, it's all over the place, and it's difficult to keep up with all of it because you're on so many different platforms, and it takes time, you know. So the time that it takes to go and, you know, browse through my email to make sure I'm not overlooking an important email, a question or a request, or Eve, you forgot about my order, or, you know, Eve, where is this, or when are we gonna be doing that? Which is fine, thanks for asking, because that puts it back in front of me. I'm begging for patience. But it takes time. So by the time I finish with email and then shoot over to Facebook and then shoot back over to the Hoop Group and then shoot back over, it's an all day process, and that's not including working. So that's part of what a lot of my delay here lately has been, is cranking out orders, getting caught up with orders. Finally, praise God, I'm finally pretty much caught up with the orders. All the mask orders are caught up. And then other orders are caught up for the most part as well. And then, like I said, trying to pack and get things organized for selling my home. And it's just a lot. Classes, getting all those classes done, making sure everybody is registered in the right place, making sure Zoom is cooperating with the ticket. It's been a fool around here. And I've been wearing all these hats, and I've had support all over the place, but the hats are crazy to wear. Will says you can make the group required to fill out a form and request their YouTube name, and then if they are a member, you can approve them. Okay, cool. I don't know how to do that, but I'm gonna figure that out. Rhonda the Writer says I got Somewhat Pro and a PE 800. Well, congratulations, Rhonda. Hopefully you didn't get it within the last hour and 20 minutes, because I didn't generate your code yet, but I will when I get off of YouTube. Congratulations, y'all, holler. This is Ashley. Make the YouTube group private or secret, then make questions mandatory to join. One of the questions can be, what is your YouTube username? Cool, I will keep that in mind. See, y'all teach me. Thank you, because I need to learn too. Let me see. Oh man. Ooh, y'all been typing a lot. Okay. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I can see I can't keep up. It's too many of y'all. I'm still confused. So it's a different group, Egypt Quilts. Okay. So the free group, yes, is completely different from the YouTube group, only because the YouTube group is a paid group. It's not free. We're all the same people, and there's a lot of folks, actually everybody for the most part, that is a YouTube Hoop Group member is also a member of the Hoop Group that is in the forums on my website. Usually everybody is all on mostly all of the platforms. So they're different groups only because YouTube has their own membership thing going on over here with our channel. And then I have the group that is the forums over here on the website. So technically they're different, but we're all the same, under the same umbrella of the Baby's Booty. Brandis T, this is a question for everyone, and I love this question, so we're going to post this question to the group. Eve, did you read about my question? No, I'm going to scroll back up here in a minute and give everybody a moment to respond to this question. Brandis T says, this is a question for everyone. What is your dream machine? If you had a budget to blow and there was no restrictions, what would be your dream machine? Avery Head, how do I become a hoop group captain? You can click the link in the description below or click join. It's all on YouTube, and select the option that you would like to be a captain here on YouTube. And let me go back up and this whole E. Okay, going back up. Charlotte Villa, I don't see a question yet. Charlotte Villa, I've had to get my, oh, I did answer your question. Charlotte Villa, are you talking about Sew What Pro and Embrilliance? I did answer that, but I'll answer it again. With Sew What Pro, just shoot me an email. If you don't still have your registration email, your original one, that when you purchase Sew What Pro, you can go into your email and do a search Sew What Pro, and it should pull up your registration email. If you can't find it, that's still okay. You can email me, say, hi, this was my email address and I need my registration number, and I'll re-forward you the original registration number that you got when you purchased the machine. As long as you're not registering Sew What Pro on more than 2 computers, you're fine. That's if you refreshed and fixed your computer, yes, it can go back on that computer. If you have had it on more than 2 computers, then you can call Sew What Pro or SNS Computing, who owns Sew What Pro, and they can help you register on an additional computer if they know that you're deregistering on a different one. It's a whole thing, but that's all their stuff that has nothing to do with me. But yes, you can just shoot me an email. Still gonna be okay. This is gonna be below the budget. Get on with your bass and Rhonda Yas. Rhonda the writer says, laughing out loud, I took that stimulus and boom. I ain't mad. That is hilarious. Let's see. Can I convert SVG to an embroidery file on Sew What Pro? Can I convert an SVG to an embroidery file? No. You can do the opposite. You can take an embroidery file and create an SVG, but to take an SVG and turn it into an embroidery file, you need a embroidery digitizer, where you would take a picture and put it into the, and that was in our class. I was in that class too. So Sew Art is the program that you need to get in order to take an SVG and turn it into an embroidery file. That's not Sew What Pro, that's Sew Art. It's the sister program, and both of them are available on thebabiesbooty.com. I'm looking at, is it a pay group, trying to watch both like Miss Bickham. Pandemic baby boom. The YouTube is the paid group. The Baby's Booty forums is not. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna have to keep going because it's just too much chat, and I'm behind, and I don't want to be too terribly behind because we still got to stitch out these masks. Okay, you know what? Tenny the brother. I saw Tenny brother Andrea Ross. Okay, hold on. Am I supposed to be, what's my email? The email is thebabiesbooty@gmail. That's the best email to reach me at. Where do I buy Sew What Pro? It is thebabiesbooty.com. Thebabiesbooty.com. laminated my Sew It Pro information and put it with my embroidery book information so I don't lose it. I know that's right. I know that's right. You have to definitely check in your email. A lot of times, if you like, especially Gmail, they have a search box. Just actually every email has a search box. Just type Sew It Pro and usually your registration will pull up. Okay, so I don't want to overlook, but if I did not ring the bell for you, please let me know in the chat. Meanwhile, we need to get set up for these masks, because that was the whole point. And me putting up that really cool picture of me in my face mask was for us to to embroider our mask and have a embroidery machine race. Woo! So who is excited? Oh, I see. That's what y'all were talking about. The machines that you would get if you had an unlimited budget. That just goes to show exactly how insanely scatterbrained I am right now, because I completely forgot I asked that question. But at any rate, do you still have an Amazon shop? Yes, it is, and it's in the description below this video. Okay, so what we need to do is have a stitch off. And again, now this mask is vinyl. This is not embroidered. This was purchased in bulk so that I would have a simpler alternative for people. But I thought it would be cool to put our race flags on there. They're restarting up NASCAR from what I understand. So I figured, why not have a race of our own? So we were discussing in our classes last week about making these face masks, and I was explaining to them the differences that my new assistant and I found out while stitching out the masks. And because the orders were so many and we were just slammed with getting these masks out, we really didn't have the time to stop and notice what was going on until a little bit later. Then he realized the difference in the speed of the embroidery of these machines. When you put two masks on at the exact same time and you hit the start button at the exact same time, the difference in the stitch out is astounding. And I wanted to point that out to you guys, because a lot of times, Kathy Barker, I got it from off of Etsy. I just found a little Etsy file and cut it out. I shrunk it down and cut it out. But when you take the time to figure, when you're considering and you take the time to do your research on what machine to get when you're looking to expand and upgrade to a multi-needle machine, a lot of people kind of rush into that decision. They don't take the time to really do their due diligence and make sure that they're getting the biggest bang for their buck. And you guys know I'm all about that on this channel, okay? So one of the things I like to do is show you what facts are out there, let you know what I've come across, and then make your decision. And at the end of the day, there is no wrong decision, because the decision is solely yours. It's your money, and whatever you decide to do with your money is good for you, right? But what my thing is, if you make a decision without taking the time to get all the facts and see for yourself the differences, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you may end up, you know, a little sad at the end of the day when you see something and you're like, wait a minute, is that how that is? And I'm like, I was trying to tell you all along. So what we're going to do is, I have one order outstanding, a new order I just got for this mask. Okay, this is Clemson fabric that I have. I say it's an order, but it's for a relative. So I have this that I need to embroider. It's 3 layers. I have cotton, I have inner layer of interfacing, and then I have the quilter's cotton on the front. Then I have this other that I'm just gonna make, and I thought it was a super cute pattern with monsters, and you know, with the same setup. Nothing different about this. This isn't sublimated. This is strictly your average cotton, interfacing and cotton. Okay, I use elastics on mine, the flat elastics, 1/4 inch. We've had a couple of folks look out for me and find the elastic that's been so tragically hard to find, and I've ordered it from them or from whomever they referred me to, and it has done very well to make sure that I was able to fill orders. And aside from that, we got 2 machines. We got a 6 needle, we got a 15 needle. Okay, and this is where we're going to review both machines, both pieces of equipment, and I want to educate you guys. Some of you are already educated, some of you are new and may not even know, and some of you may still be in the I still have a single needle or a smaller single needle, I'm not in that league yet arena, and that's okay. I was there as well. But even in that smaller arena, you want to look towards the future. So I would much rather you have an educated decision when you look towards the future. Okay, so that being the case, I have no clue where a tripod is. Do you know where a tripod is? I ain't got no tripod somewhere. I could have swore I had a tripod right here. We are going to take a look at these machines, and y'all know I always go through heck and high water. Yep, that'll work. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. But at any rate, I go through heck and high water every single time trying to get my cameras switched over and all of that jazz, because I just don't pre-plan this part very well. Let me move this. Alrighty. Sorry. Now, I will tell you this too. I'm not going to be able to see the chat while I'm over here showing y'all this stuff. So, I'm hoping that if there is a question, it can hang on a little bit. Okay. Whoops. Where? Oh, that's why. Duh. Okay. So, I'm going to get the tripod set up really quickly. Thank you very much, my handsome assistant. And whoops, wrong leg. Duh. All right. I don't know why I didn't have it set up to begin with, because y'all know how I am. All right. And we're going to put this out of the way, my chair. All right, so let's get you set up on here so that you guys can get closer to the action without getting swung around and all of that crazy stuff. There we go. Cool. All right. So over here, contender number 1. The thing I want to point out to you all for sure about that machine. Let me make sure that, you know what, let me see if I can be able to see chat. Hold on, because I need to know what's going on. Okay. Here, contender number 1. Let me turn this down before I get feedback. Okay. Sharice Hoover, what's the max speed for both machines? One is 1200 and the other is 1000. But we're not going to do max speed. We're going to do the same speed. And honestly, I do the same speed anyway. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I do the same speed every time I'm on these machines, because one of the things I am aware of, even though I'm not a what's the word, like mathematical type person, I understand that vibration can cause problems with equipment. Okay, so this is a 6 needle machine, and if you have some questions, just let me know. I got somebody, got my handsome assistant monitoring the chat for me. So it's 6 needle. One of the questions people don't, one of the things about this machine people don't realize is, yes, it's a multi-needle. Yes, it's a big machine, and you can do a whole lot of business work with this machine and make you some business money. This is not an industrial machine. It can be classified as a commercial machine because you can use it in a business, but this is not an industrial machine. Okay, so this machine is not made to handle, you know, like 1,000 orders within a day or two. This is just not that heavy of equipment. Can it do it? It's a good possibility. Yes, it can. I mean, you'll see why I'm saying it probably can't, but at any rate, this is a good machine. Don't get it twisted. It's a good machine. The base price for this machine when I purchased it new was $8,000. I cannot remember for the life of me if that included the software or not. I opted out of the software, thank God. And because I had Sew It Pro, and instead of paying $1,000 for software, the Sew It Pro was $65 and did the same darn thing. Okay, for the most part. I don't think the software that came with this was digitizing, but it may have been, and in that case, yeah, I can see where it would be worth $1,000. At any rate, it's 6 needles. Of course, as it stitches 1 needle at a time. It's got some pretty cool fancy things going on over here. It has a full color screen, you know, pretty much tablet size. Full color. You can press the buttons. It's got little icons and stuff to tell you what you're fooling with. It has, you know, pretty neat features where like it'll move the hoop out so that you can do the things you need to do. Oh gosh, not the whole double chin. Like for instance, you can put your elastic on easier because the hoop is moved out, and you can reach it and go ahead and put your elastic on, which I'm going to do now, as opposed to how the pattern on the website suggests that you do it. Okay, so I'm doing this a little bit different, and this method for us has proven to be the most expeditious means of getting these things done and crunk out as quickly as possible. We go ahead and put the elastic on at the beginning. Okay, so there's my elastic on both sides, and we're going to go ahead and put the Clemson on this one. All right, so I'm gonna set that in place. I've already cut it to size so it fits directly in the square. Hold on. It fits directly in this stitch square that you can barely see because I have stitched it in white. I don't know how well you can see that. I stitched the wrong size at first, but this is the right size. So I cut this to fit it perfectly so that I don't have to do any trimming after this stitch is out. Okay, and I do that for both machines. So let's go ahead and put this on and make sure that it is in place and in the lines, and it is. All right, so that's contender number 1. We're going to go ahead, close this out, let it go back in place so that it can start stitching when we hit the go button. All right, as I mentioned, 6 needles. At the time I purchased, $8,000. I mean, this is an older model now, but the price is about still the same. Even for the newer model now, it's about $8,000. It might be $89.99, but right there at it. Excellent machine. It does work. If you need maintenance done to it, you got to pack it up, take it back to the dealer where you bought it. Full color screen. You can connect directly to your computer and drag and drop your designs to this machine, which is pretty nifty. Or you can use USB keys, you know, your USB drives, and plug it directly into the side, which I don't use but every so often, or unless I'm away from my shop for whatever reason. And it does come with a little USB key that you can plug into the side. All right, I'm trying to think I'm not missing anything else. It holds the industrial size cones back here. Really good machine. Okay, commercial quality, somewhat, yes, not industrial. It takes regular sewing needles. So whatever needles that you use in the PE 800, the single needle machines, the SE 400, it takes those same needles. All right, now let's move over to contender number 2. All right, so this is 15 needles. Yeah, it ain't gonna act right. Here's 15 needles. This is the red line, 1501, and that stands for the 15 needles. Let me tilt you down just a little itty bitty bit so that you can see a little bit more. This is an industrial machine. What do we mean by industrial? Industrial meaning this machine is made to eat massive embroidery jobs for lunch. That's what this machine does. It is specifically geared, wired, and everything to run at maximum capacity, non-stop, all day without breaking a sweat. No issues whatsoever. Industrial also means that when there is maintenance that needs to be done to it, you do the maintenance. I'm the maintenance man for this machine. They do have videos to walk you step by step through that, so that you don't have to worry about messing up or breaking, and they will walk you through it even by phone if necessary, or video chat, from what I understand. This machine, that machine comes with one set of hoops. So one 4x4 hoop, one 5x7 hoop, one of the largest hoop, one of the smallest hoop. This one comes with double every size hoop, as you can see back here. So I have two 11 by whatever that is, I can't see right there. Oh, 11.8 square. I have two 9 1/4, 9 and 45 square. I have two 21 by 13 hoops. I have two 5.9 round hoops. I have every hoop that comes with this machine, you get two. Why do you get two? You get two hoops because this is an industrial machine. So they are fully aware of the fact that when you are busting out jobs with this machine, you don't have time for downtime, because you have orders that you're getting out and you need them out as fast as possible. So while one hoop is stitching with one job, because usually it's multiple jobs. So if I got an order of 500 polo shirts, while one polo shirt is stitching, I'm already out there with that second hooping that second shirt, so that as soon as this first one is done, I can throw that second one on and let it get started. Have that second one off to the side, taking it loose, getting out that one off to the side, hooping the next one, tearing off stabilizer, trimming, all that jazz, while this one is stitching out. That's industrial. This is industrial level. How much is this machine? This is 6 needles. This is 15 needles. This machine is $79.95. Okay, $79.95. So over there you get commercial, you get 6 needles. Over here, 8,000, same price. You get 15 needles, 2 sets of every hoop. You get the stand, you get your hat driver, you get well, if you work it out with the dealer over there, you get your stand and your hat driver too, but you got to work it out with the dealer. You get your stand, you get your table, you get your driver, you get 2 of every hoop. You get free thread that comes with it, a whole set of thread. I forget how many, I think it's like 15 different cones, 15 different colors. You get all the utensils. You get your toolbox with all your tools. You get 2 actually cap drivers. You get, sorry, 1 driver, but 2 cap frames, so that while one cap is stitching, you can have the other getting hooped. Excellent machine. Excellent machine. And the reason why I'm pointing this out to you is because when you go to the dealer, they're going to, do the whole smoke dance and song and say this is the best thing since sliced bread. You don't want to go and with these bigger guys, because that's just too much machine when you can do that. But the same price over here, look at what all you get, and we are going to have a race to show you exactly what you're getting. All right, so over here, as a matter of fact, I don't even have this. I'm gonna show you real quick if I can and not get hemmed up. I don't know if you can see that or not. No, I know you can't see that because I can barely see it, and I'm standing right here on it. The speed I have this one set up is 840. It's not even at 900, which that makes me sad right now because it's been at 840 the whole time. That is crazy to me. But anyway, so this one I've already stitched out my outline for the mask. It's already stitched. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with this one that I did with that one. Excuse me. I'm going to get my elastics. I'm going to put my elastics in place just like I did over there. I don't know if there is a fancy button on here that will let me press to pull the frame out yet, because I'm still learning the insides of the menu on this thing, because it has a menu that you have to learn, because again, industrial is not, you know, cut and dry, but you take the time and learn it, then it's definitely your best friend sitting down with that manual and figuring this thing out. All right, so let's get the second set of elastic on here. I'm going to use the same color thread, which is white, because, and I've pretty much been doing that with most of the masks so that it will blend with the elastic. Now if I use black elastic, which I've done on some masks, then I use black thread in most instances. All right, now it usually don't take me long to do this because, you know, I'm on camera and I'm talking and stuff, and my assistant had the brightest idea to have these already taped and set off to the side waiting when the next mask is ready to go on, so I don't even have to think and tape. We just grab a tape and go ahead and put it on, so everything's done. All right, locked in place. So now I'm gonna do the same thing as I mentioned. I'm gonna go ahead and put the mask on here, lay it down in that same outline that's over there. I'm gonna lay it over here, exact same mask, exact same size, different fabric, but the same type fabric. Okay, and that's in place. So now at this point, I really know that it is important that I point out that this machine, that machine, I took a step out of the stitch out. I took a step out so that once this one gets started, it's, now that I have the elastic on and I have the mask in place, once it gets going, it's going to stitch the rest of this mask out and it's not going to stop. So I edited the file to make it more efficient for us so that it will stitch out faster. My speed is 900 stitches per minute over here on this machine. With that design, like I mentioned, there's one step that I took out over here. I did not take that step out on this file. So what's going to happen is, once we hit start on these machines, they're both going to do a whole, it's going to stitch all the way around the mask and then back around again just to tack it in place. Then it's going to move to the next step, which on that one is going to be doing the satin outlines all the way around the mask. Over here though, it's going to do one other step, but over here what I have to do is stop, fast forward, skip that step on this machine, then hit go for it to do the last step. That's important for you to know, because this one has a slight handicap that should make it where, you know, they'll come out and finish about the same time. Well, we'll see how that goes. So this one is going to have a pause, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. So what I'm going to do is go over here. Did we have any questions that you know of?
Yes, we have. We go to Soulful Creations. It says, I have the red line and I'm thinking about the Mighty Hoops, but not sure which size to start with.
Ooh, the Mighty Hoops for the red line and not knowing what size to start with, 5x5 is the one I would, well, hold on. It depends on what type projects you work on the most. If you do a lot of left chest logos, stuff like that, or, you know, at least 5 inches type stuff, I would say the 5.5 square. That's actually the most popular because so many people do those left chest logos. If you don't do a lot of left chest logos, but you do a lot of, say, like Miss Leela Nelson, she does a lot of the prayer shawls. So her embroidery is much bigger. So she wouldn't do well with that small 5x5. She would actually need a much bigger hoop. So you would want to look at some of the things that you intend to stitch out a lot, and that'll help you judge what type hoop to get. I called them and said the same thing. I already had the 5.5 square, so we discussed it and got a 6 by something. I can't remember what it is right now, but they have so many different sizes. It's crazy. So yeah, it would be a challenging decision to make which hoop to start with because all of them are amazing. They really are.
And then Kathy Barker wanted to know, where did you get the pattern for the mask?
The pattern for the mask is at Embroidery Library. So EMBlibrary.com. I believe the link to that website is in the description below, but it's EMBlibrary.com, and I'll go ahead and drop it in the chat here shortly.
Miss Hoover wants to know what's the max speed for both machines.
Again, the max speed on this machine is 1,000 stitches per minute. I will not run her on 1,000 stitches per minute. I refuse to do so. So on this machine, the fastest I'll do her is 900 because she shakes, and even with the table being stable and everything, I just don't want to cause any damage going that fast. With this one, it can go up to 1,200 stitches per minute. I used to run it at like right at 1,000, but I guess at some point in time I dropped it down to 840 and never picked it back up. So this one has been running at 840 stitches per minute.
And then a quick recap for Tammy Gross's home, who gets so confused on stabilizers.
Ooh, stabilizers is a subject for a whole nother video, unfortunately. Stabilizers, as a general rule of thumb, if you're doing clothing, you would want to do cutaway. And that's because with the clothes you wear, you're constantly washing them, you're constantly wearing them, you stretch them, you sweat in them, you work in them, you play in them. So that type of abuse really needs a stabilizer that's going to stay there and not go away. So you would want to use a cutaway stabilizer for that type of material, something that you're wearing. Now, if you're going to do something like these masks, yes, you're wearing them, yes, you're going to be washing them, but the way this design is set up is going to be self-contained. We don't need anything stable on here at all to stay permanently, because the mask itself is trimmed and encased in embroidery. So it's okay to use tearaway with this to hold it in place while this satin stitches around, and then you just tear it out. So hats, you can use tearaway. I use tearaway with towels. Not everybody does. Some people use cutaway because you wash towels and you want your stabilizer to stay beautiful. But I haven't had many issues with stabilizer tearaway with towels. But of course, give it a shot. Try things out. But they get a lot of problems with t-shirts and using tearaway, and I'm like, you got to use cutaway, because if you use tearaway, you're going to have problems, and when they switch, the problems are resolved. So I think we have a video on stabilizer. I'm not 100% sure, but that's definitely something that we would want to address in a different video. I'm more than positive I do.
Member.
Oh,
Ashley XO.
Ashley XO, hello! Congratulations. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. That is totally awesome. Appreciate it, fam. Good lookout. I appreciate that. But welcome. Thank you for joining us. We love having you a member of our team. So if we can go ahead and get this started, I'm going to ask my assistant to press the go button over here. And then I'm going to press the go button over here. Why is there a critter? Stupid fly on my thing. And we're going to go ahead and get these started because I want them to go at the same time. So this one is already in place. So go ahead, and that one is too. You can stand to the other side. That way you ain't got to worry about, because that way they can see the hoop as it's going. So give me a sec And like I said, this one is 900 stitches per minute. That one is 840. This one doesn't have to stop. That one needs to stop after it tacks down so that we can skip a step. All right, so everything's set. That goes there. You ready? Go. Now, I like to hold these in place as you see us doing, because the pleats, now I wouldn't suggest y'all do this, of course, because you don't want to have your hands on the hoop, but we've been doing this for a while, and I just want to make sure that these stay nice and flat, because you see it's bouncing. Hopefully you saw that. I want it to be nice and flat as it tacks down and not have any issues. Once it tacks down, I let it go. So it went around and now it's coming back. Both machines do the same thing. All right, race number 1 is finished. That was the qualifier. Both have qualified, so we're good. This one is going to keep going. That one we skip a step. Oh, hold on. Tell it stop. All right. This is another problem with this specific machine that annoys me to no end. It will, let me see if I can bring you in so that you can see this, because somebody else in another group brought out the same thing. I don't know if you can see this very well. And this is, thread has come up on this lever and wrapped itself around it, so it causes it to not stitch. So now I'm gonna have to rethread the needle because that wrapped around it. It does that every so often, more frequently than not, and it is beyond annoying to me. So I'm gonna set you back right there while I thread the needle again, and go ahead and get this in. All right, another difference between these two machines, this one has an automatic needle threader, that one does not. But as he pointed out, in learning these machines, it takes longer in most instances to use the needle threader than it does just to thread the needle yourself. So a lot of that depends on focusing glasses and trying to get things just so to change that needle, but I mean not change that needle but thread that needle. But that's how this machine does have an automatic needle threader. All right, so ready, set, go. And hopefully my bobbins don't run out. These things eat through some bobbins, both of them. So this one is showing 9 minutes left. That one I don't have it set to show the time that it's gonna have left to stitch out. But like I said, this one's 900 stitches. That one is still doing 840, right? So imagine if I had that one on 900, this would be much faster, which we need to make sure we change that. And then there's another point. Once both of these machines get to it, I'm going to show you one really huge thing that blew my mind when I was paying attention to it. The difference with that one and this one. She said, can you tell her husband? That is hilarious. All right, so I'm gonna let this stitch, and then I'm gonna bring this over because it's getting to this point to show y'all something really cool with this particular machine. So this one, notice how fast it's going. Watch when it gets to the corner and it turns the corner. Barely a slowdown whatsoever. I mean, it just went on around the corner. Whereas when we get over here, I want you to notice what it does as it gets to the corner. Hopefully it won't act up on me. Let me do this. Alright, so we're coming up to the corner. Listen to it and watch. See how it slowed way down to go around that corner? That eats up your time on this machine. Alright, and here we are on this one. Already coming to our second, or the third, second corner. Almost at the very end of the first long side. Watch it going around that corner. Remember doing those corners in the NASCAR? Look at that, smoking them around that corner. And here we have machine number one coming in the corner in the fast lane, which you couldn't see it because the camera wasn't in the way. We need to hire a new cameraman. And now look, this is the first long side, and we haven't even reached the halfway mark. And over here, we're already almost done with the first short side. So I'm gonna stand it back up and let y'all. Oh, that's the last turn? Oh my God.
That's why I always set up less is perfect, because by the time I get it set up, push the button and get it flowing, I can do the red line and the red line and sit back up. And then I'm taking it off.
Wow. We are almost approaching the halfway mark of the second long stretch over here. We haven't finished the first long stretch over here. So with this machine, I can do 2 masks in the time that it takes this machine pretty much to do one. Almost 2 complete masks.
If I set that one up first.
Yeah.
I can do that if I set up the red line first, start it first, then do the lesson, and then go back to the red line. I can do that.
So with these, it's not necessarily, I mean, the speed is a factor. Okay, the speed is definitely a factor. Because like I said, over here, you're talking about, matter of fact, it's showing me 790 stitches a minute right now. It's not even doing the 840 that it was doing a minute ago, and it's still smoking this machine. But for me, it wasn't so much the speed as it is the time that it saves going around those corners. It doesn't stop. And she's done. She's done. And we're still chugging away over here, which is fine. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, that's a bad machine. It's still a good machine, and it's darn sure getting the job done, and it's made me a ton of money lately. But the difference is commercial versus industrial. This is made to make you money and make your money the fastest way it can, whereas this is made to make you money whenever you want to make money. There's a difference. This one you have to make money. This one you can make money when you want to. It ain't that important. You know, 2 orders, 10 orders, you know, that's the difference between the two. Now I will say that the stitch quality in both is very good. This one eats through. I mean, it's just I I put so much into this stabilizer and bobbins and stuff because it goes so quickly, you know, and this one pretty much catches up when she can. So, but they're good machines. So let's take this mask off since it's already done. Across in front of you. And here's our first mask. So all I do is take this off, pull it off the hoop, tearaway stabilizer. This is actually tearaway, excuse me, tearaway wash away. And the reason why I chose tearaway wash away is so that if the customer, okay, I will do that. The reason why I did tearaway wash away is so that when the customer washes these masks, even though I use a lighter to, I don't know if you can see that. You see the fuzzies on the end? I use a lighter and go down that and trim that up, burn that off. But when they wash it, it definitely seals it in. And the stitch quality is pretty good. The only thing is I didn't cut it close enough, or I lined it too close to that edge, so it's got some fuzzies, which is fine. What we've been doing is we'll take the scissors and trim it to clean that up and make it look good. So there is some work that we have to do after the mask is done, but we generally take it off the hoop, throw it off to the side, load the next hoop. That one finishes up, take it off the hoop, throw it to the side, load the next one, and while more are stitching, we'll trim these up and get them ready and packaged and put in their package to go.
Patricia wants to know if you've done 2 masks on those machines at the same time.
This one I did, that one I did not. But what I found is you're still taking basically the same amount of time. So why not just do one? And I found that this hoop fits this mask perfectly. Now on that one, we've been discussing getting this size hoop for that machine so that we don't waste as much stabilizer as we're wasting over here. But 2 masks at the same time, I mean, it still has to stitch 1 mask at a time. So I just felt it was simpler to just do 1 mask and get them done that way.
Or it messes up, or the machine messes up.
All right, so no, that ain't gonna work. I was trying to find something a little bit darker so that you can see the quality a little bit better. Actually, let's do this. Darker than that. I mean, I can't do this so dark. All right, so here is a Cricut mask matte. Jeez Louise, learn to talk, Eve. As a matter of fact, let's turn it over. It's solid, makes it easier to see too. I'm gonna tear this away off the back first. Oh crap, I forgot I messed up with that stitch. So I'm gonna have to do some extra cutting. Because I stitched the kids mask instead of the adult mask, and so it's got this extra stitch right there, and I have to cut it. All right, so ignore these lines here, my bad. Come on. All right, so looking at the back side, like I said, please ignore the white lines on the orange mask. Let's hold it this way so I can come in a little bit closer. So this is the back side of the masks, and I don't know how well you can see the stitch quality on that. I don't know how good that zooms in or looks or whatever. This one was, the orange was the 6 needle, the blue was the 15 needle. And let's flip it over so that you can see the front side and see the stitch quality from the front. I don't know how well you can see that. All right. I also on mine added an extra satin stitch to a little bit further in on both of the short sides, because I wanted to be sure the elastic was reinforced on these masks. And so like I mentioned to you guys when we were first talking about these masks, that I added that extra satin stitch in there. So let's get you guys resituated back over yonder where I can see the chat again, and tell me what you think so far about our great race. We had a really nice race. The contestants were good sports. Everybody played fair. There was no cheating. There was no machine bumping to knock folks out the race. So everybody did good. Everybody did good. Stitch quality does look about the same. No. Yes, Susan, I did. Mainly for the price, more so than anything though. She asked, did you compare the red line with the Melco and Ricoma before purchasing? So I did. We had the NBM show here in Charlotte. Ricoma and Melco. Well, actually I was down at Ricoma. Melco was here, and when you Melco, you have to purchase a computer to use with the Melco embroidery machine. It is not a standalone embroidery machine. You have to have that computer to tell the machine what to do. Whereas you saw the little tablet thing on both the side right there, this on the brother, and then on the red line there was a 10-inch screen over there. I'm pretty sure that was 10-inch. But the little screen over there, you can tell the computer, you can tell the machine what to do. You don't have to do the, I mean, you have to have that computer, a laptop with the Melco. I did not like that. Their price was more. And it was something about the maintenance on theirs too was a little tragic that I wasn't a fan of. I can't remember what it is right now. But a friend of mine in Gastonia, in their shop, they had the Melco. It's a good machine. I mean, it's industrial. It is an industrial machine. It's a good machine, but you have to have that laptop to even think about trying to control that embroidery machine. There is no panel on that embroidery machine at all. Everything is controlled by the computer. The stitch speed, stitch tension, all of that stuff. You set it up in the software on the computer. Ricoma, excellent machine. It's an industrial machine. They have multi-heads that are in one, so like a 2-head Ricoma. You could do 2 machines going at the same time, just like we did here, but they're the same machine together, 2 heads. Whereas Redline right now, their only option is a single head, but they do have a 12 needle option. I think it's 12 needle option, and they have the 15 needle option, but the price is the final determining factor for me among the 3. Customer service, I absolutely love the folks down there at Redline. They've been more than phenomenal. The main customer service guy that teach you to work on the machines, answer maintenance situations with the machine, has been in the embroidery industry for over 30 years, and one of those other companies he used to advise for them, and he switched over to Redline. So, you know, I'm a huge fan of the Redline embroidery machine. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping I can get another one. But anyways, so that's a whole nother ball of wax. Don't regret getting the tea and needle, but man, no, don't regret, but just be informed. I like the Melco because you can put several machines together and use that one computer to stitch different designs on each. Now that's pretty cool. Now technically, I can do the same thing, especially with the, I can do the same thing with the brother. Now with the brother, you can connect directly to your computer and drag and drop. As I mentioned, on the 15, on the red line, you have to use the flash drive. So on the Brother, I can connect 2 of the machines to my laptop and drag and drop to both and do the same thing if I had 2 of them, you know. So that's 2 separate machines, not, you know, one machine but with 2 heads. But yes, that is cool. The multi-head is a cool thing. Melco, I looked at it also. It is fast, and having to have a computer and not a screen is what made my decision to go with the Brother. So yeah, there's a couple of things that you definitely want to look at when you check it out. So definitely, when you're in the market for the red line, when you're in the market, do your research. Do your research. You want to, one, you have to eat dressed salads to pay for. The other, you have to just eat lettuce to pay for. I like that. That was funny. The red line, yes, the red line is $79.95. 2 of every hoop is standard. The table is standard. The hat cap driver is standard. The 15 spools of thread is standard. Double cap driver, actually, cap hoop is standard. What else is standard? You get that huge patch frame is standard. Let me show y'all this patch frame. The patch frame is standard. It comes with it. So this is the patch frame, and as you see, I was trying to fool with some patches on here. Oh, I forgot about that. It's a TV size frame, y'all. This comes standard with the red line. This is a patch frame. Yes, you can put that on that machine and stitch out heck amount of masks at the same time. If not at the same time, but one by one by one, all in one frame, and not have to blink. You just set it and forget it and let it stitch all of them out. So that would give us more time, you know, if you just wanted to have time to walk away from the machine. But it was fun going back and forth for us anyway. Oh man, or the thread run out from the bobbin or something. Yeah, no, to me it's easier to do one at a time. But this is a huge frame. It comes standard with the red line. The biggest hoop size on this, aside from the patch frame, like I said, is 21 by 13. All right, so website for the red line is redline1501.com. Actually, I was supposed to put that other. Okay, so for the mask, embroidered mask file, it's emblibrary.com. Okay, so I put that in the chat. And then redline1501.com is where you get the information for the red line. And if you call down there, you'll probably talk to, I don't know which one you talk to, if it's Christian or Valerie. But either way, just let them know that I told y'all that red line was the bestest thing since sliced bread. All right. Heather says hello. I didn't want to butcher your last name, my baby, so sorry about that. Hello, this is my first time on here, but I love your videos. I have a brother 800E. Thank you, first of all, and holler. That brother 800 is fun, isn't it? Now that's the one. Is that the one with the is that the 5x7 that you're talking about, or is that the? Because I don't think they came out with the 6 needle. Ricola Handafield. Hello, how are you? I don't think they made it to 800 on that machine yet. I don't know. I haven't been checking. She said you handled that machine like a pro, Miss Beckham. I mean, he learned it.
Taught by the best.
He was taught by the best. But he's been really, he took to that machine. The red line, he picked up on it like that. The brother, it took him a while. But, I mean, we've been cranking him out. He knows what to do. I even wrote down the instructions, y'all, for quick reference. I was so proud of me. But he loves running those machines and does an excellent job with it. Maggie says, I have enjoyed your videos. Thank you for all you do. Thank you very much. I'm trying to bring information to the masses, because one thing for certain, I'll put it this way. When I was first starting out and I had my very first 4x4 embroidery machine, and I found out that there was a such thing as a multi-needle machine, I only went to one place and I saw a baby lock 6 needle, and I had the brochure for that machine and the price up on my wall, that $8,000 up on my wall for the longest time. That was all I knew. I didn't know about these other guys. I didn't know there was I did know there was a 10 needle brother, but I didn't know there was a 15 needle that was attainable. When I heard and saw the industrial, I just knew those were way out my price range. So when I found out how much that was, I was like, wait a minute. What? How is that the same price? I don't understand. And when I called and they started explaining, and then I was like, okay, let me do some more research, because I don't trust this. That stuff must be raggedy. It must not work. It's El Cheapo. Something is wrong. Went to the NBM show, started doing research, started asking questions. I talked to Racoma. I talked to Happy at TexMac, because I was this close to ending up with the Happy. That's a good industrial machine too. They're a little more, they're pricier though than Redline, so that's why I ended up with Redline. There's Tajima, Barreldan, Melco, and there's one more that starts with an M, and for the life of me I can't think of the name of it. Meistergram, I think is the name of it. So you have all of these industrial machine companies that I didn't even know existed, and I'm sure there's probably more. I had no clue who they were. So to be able to walk around at the NBM show and learn about all these different machines and the prices and what they can do and what they can't do, what are options available out there, how much is just one head versus having a 5 head or a 6 head machine, so that I can do 6 masks all at one time. It's amazing what's out there. But if you don't take the time to look at it, if you don't take the time to do the research, or if you don't have anybody to bring that information to you, how will you know? So I would much rather you know and see what's attainable, because that was very attainable. It was very, very attainable. What about the files? I use PES. What does the Redline use? Would I have to buy all new files? If you have So What Pro, or I think the program is called TrueSizer. I think TrueSizer is free by Wilcom. But if you have So What Pro will take all your PES files and change them in bulk to DST, which is what this machine uses. But your brother machine uses DST as well. The only downside to a DST file is it does not retain your colors. So the PES and the XXX and all those other JEF, all those other files, they retain your color, their thread choices. And then when you put it in the machine, it's miraculously there because they're made to communicate those thread choices together and all that cool stuff. DST, which is your standard embroidery file that mostly all the embroidery machines use, it doesn't retain that information. It doesn't keep it. So you have to know what colors you want your stuff to be, so that when you get it over here on that machine, you can program it in, which I find myself programming in the colors over here anyway, because not every file is going to use the same. Like right up there I have white, yellow, green, purple, black, and navy. So my next design that comes in is not going to be those exact same 6 colors. So I'm going to have to program those colors into the machine anyway. So it really isn't that big of a deal to have to do it. Does the digitizing software come standard with the Redline? They do have a package that includes software. What that package is, I don't know, because I didn't get that one, but I can look at it fairly quickly and see. Boonchilla, yes, I'm amazed at how far I've come since December when we found you, going from being clueless to this world to now understanding more and more things you talk about. Well, again, it's important to bring that to y'all's attention, because y'all are in the same boat with me, and I would much rather you come out with the knowledge that you need and be able to function and make money and do things the right way with less stress and frustration and tears, because I've already done the stress and frustration and tears for you. So I've already gone through that, and I'm trying to keep you from going that. So that's why I'm like, okay, this is what I learned. You can choose to do what I do or not. It's okay. If you choose to not do what I'm saying, that's fine. You have that choice. You have that choice. Who am I? But the thing is, this is what my experience is, and I just don't want you to have the negative experience that I already overcame by switching and doing it this way. All right. So she asked about the red line software package. Oh crap, I went to the wrong website. Okay, here we go. So if you go to 1501 and scroll down, they have the two machines. They have the 12 needle that starts at $64.95. Then they have the 15 needle that starts at $79.95. If you click either one, it tells you all of that stuff I just told you it came with. The 5 different hoops, 2 sets of those 5 different hoops, your patch frame, your table, your cap driver, your cap gauge, which you set your hats, you set your hats up on, the 2 cap frames that you actually put on the machine, your toolbox, and your stand comes with the standard package. Why do I have the hiccups? That's gonna make me mad. All right, so package 1 does not come with software. Package 2 comes with the software. And actually, I was wrong. Package 2 comes with the thread. So the second package, the first one is $79.95, but the second one with the software, fonts of your choice, DME Hatch Personalizer bundle, and the thread is $84.95. So an additional $500, and you get all that other stuff. All right. And then they have a package 3 that comes with even more stuff. All right, so definitely check that out if you are interested in that. Avance, is another one as well. Avance. Miss Beckham said, I had a blast at the MBM show with you, Will, Debbie, and Leela. Yeah, we did have a ball. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Heather says 6x6 and 5x7 is great for me at the moment. That's what's up. There's nothing wrong with that. My name is German Shimke. Oh, cool. Thank you. I like that. That sounded cool. Shimke. Love it. I love when I can get them right. It makes me happy because I don't know why I'm weird like that. I don't like to butcher people's names. Sweetie Pie just started embroidery sewing on my Janome for personal use and loving it. Personal is fine. It's a lot of fun to do really neat projects for yourself, for your kids, or for your grandkids, or for friends. Baby showers, that's where I started. I was doing it for fun for baby showers, but then more and more people were like, oh, that's really cute, can you make me one? And I'm like, you gotta pay me because I was doing that for fun and you asking for a lot, so I'm gonna need you to pay me. And that's how everything got started, business wise, like as far as legit trying to make money off of embroidery. Avery, you are such a jewel, and I just love the patience and time you pour into us. Your name is a household name in my house. My husband reminds me every Sunday night, be blessed. Tell your honey I said thank you. And tell him my honey said thank you too. Oh man, that's fun. I can't tell you how many folks I run into at shows and stuff, and they're like, I hear the baby's booty all the time. One lady was like, I can't believe it. My mom watches you all night. I'm so sick of you. And I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. We just have fun. But she was really nice. It was a lot of fun meeting. I love to meet folks. Y'all are like the bee's knees. So thank you. Sweetie Pie says you're the best and you have helped me so much in learning how to use my machine. Awesome sauce. Thank you for letting me know. And again, please share your projects. I like to see them now. When I scroll through and look at all the cool stuff y'all are making, it just tickles my fancy. It really does. So I appreciate you letting me know that you found the videos helpful. I really, really do appreciate that. Kathleen Thompson, hello to you as well, my dear. Pamela Banks, you're welcome. Sonia Osborne, does the red line adjust the tension on its own? No, it does not. You would adjust the tension if you need to. I have never, well, no, I'm lying. I almost lied. I've only adjusted the tension one time, and that was because I was using metallic thread. And then I put it back. That was it. I have not adjusted the tension on that machine. Heather says, wow, I need a bigger room for a machine like that. Yeah, it's a big one now. It is a big one. It comes on a tractor trailer. When it comes to your house, it does come via tractor trailer. But once you get it in there, it runs like a dream. Heather says, for your hiccups, have a gassy drink and then burp it to get rid of them. I have never heard of that. Oh my God, and I heard of some funny stuff, but that was cool. I'm gonna try it out because I need some more Coke Zero anyway. And it's about time for us to get off. Elisa says, you're great. All the watchers are great. I stayed up past my bedtime. Great information. Thank you. And thank you too. And with that, how do you find out about those shows? Look up NBM show, and I'm gonna put it in here. Well, and the thing is with the COVID and the shutdowns, a lot of these shows have been canceled. So, and then there's the ISS show, but that's usually West Coast. NBM show, ISS show, can't type. Everything Embroidery Market is another show. And then there's one more. There's one more. What's the name of that show? Oh, man. And it's an embroidery show, if I'm remembering correctly. If y'all can think of the name of the other show, please put it in the chat, because I can't remember right now. Does the multi-needle machine have the ability to stitch multiple? No. None of the multi-needle machines do 2 needles, 3 needles, 4 needles at the same time. Technically, that's impossible in a way. So have a good night, Marshall Jones. She says, thank you for your time. I love your show and glad to be a member. And thank you. I'm happy to have you here with us as a member. I appreciate it. Have an excellent night. But none of the embroidery multi-needle machines do more than 1 needle at a time. I mean, it can't, because there's one bobbin, and just like a sewing machine, it has to go down and pick up the thread. So Scooby-Doo, one major benefit: if you have a multicolor design, you do not have to keep changing the thread. It just moves to the next needle for you. So you don't have to change anything. You put it on, you let it stitch, and then on a single needle machine, you have to stop it, take that color thread off, put the next color thread on, thread it, and then let it start up again. Then when that color is done, you take that color off, grab the next color, put it on, thread it. Whereas with the 6 needle, I have 6 color changes. So I put all 6 of the first 6 colors of a design up there, and it'll go through all 6 of those. Then I have to stop and change the colors up there if it calls for additional than 6. On the 15 needle, I have yet to come across a design that has more than 15 colors in it. So I don't ever have to change the colors unless I'm coming up with unless I have a whole new, like I'm doing masks today. If I come up with, like, wanted to do pillows with a design and I don't have those colors up there, I'll just change them. But like the last 2-3 projects I've done, their threads are still sitting up there. So if I have to do that project again, the thread is already up there. I just do it again. Now I don't have to change anything. ISS in Atlantic City, New Jersey was in March, canceled until October. NBM in Richmond, Virginia was canceled. Yeah, I know. And then hopefully it'll be coming to Charlotte, because it always comes in November. So hopefully by November we'll be like that. Alrighty, you guys. So thank you for the few minutes I have seen you. It makes me happy, and with a big grin on my face, good night. You have a good night too. Thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate it. Gina says, can you use the patch hoop on the 12 needle machine? Don't know. That's a new machine for them. So let's see, what does it come with? I don't know. The 12 needle one is the Red Line Mini. And it comes with whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know what it comes with. One set of hoop. Oh, so there's different packages for that. 2 sets of hoops. 2 sets of hoops, but it doesn't tell me stand, table, toolbox. There's no patch frame that I see with the 12 needle, and I don't know what size hoops it comes with either. I need to find that out actually. Oh, wait a minute. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different size hoops, no patch frame. The largest hoop is 14 by 7.9. So 14, basically 14 by 8, basically, is the largest hoop with that machine. And they're square, they're not round with that machine. So it does not come with a patch frame. Alrighty, you guys, so thank you very, very much. And as Miss Bickham pointed out, which makes sense, some of them are doing virtual trade shows. So if you go online to look those up, then it's a good possibility they may have a virtual show for free that you can attend. Sonia Osborne, thank you for taking the time out to answer our questions. I have some thinking to do about what machine I will purchase. Good night. I have work in the morning. You have a good night as well. And I have more packing to do in the morning. So thank you guys for joining us for the great embroidery machine race tonight. I should have said, embroidery machines, start your engines. Vroom, vroom is what I should have said. But guess what? I didn't do it. So I'm just going to have to wear the cute mask that I use and put vinyl on so that I can be cute and safe at the same time. I had fun with you guys tonight. It was a blast. My pole bell, I'm surprised it's not glowing red right now from the constant ringing. That was phenomenal to see all the babies. Congratulations again to all the new baby owners. That was phenomenal. So until the next time we see you all, I should have Facebook up and going, and I should have some stuff in my life calm down by then, because at least one class will be done. So I look forward to talking to you all again next week, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Baby's Booty channel. So you guys have a great night, and I will see you all next time. Thanks again. Bye. Oh, sorry. Happy embroidering. Bye.